Hello, Pug here. It has recently come to my attention. I've been watching other Cyber Dragon videos on YouTube and playing a bunch of the ranked, and I have noticed that no other Cyber Dragon players have been using machine duplication. Now, I need to stress the importance of using this card. Granted, this is a one of. You can only achieve having one of these in your deck. This is obtainable by max leveling Bandit Keith up. Now, as an American, I have to have Bandit Keith max leveled, so I'm confused on why there's other Cyber Dragon players in North America that haven't max leveled Bandit Keith to have machine duplication. Come on, guys, this is our character. This should be one of the first characters we are leveling up as an American. I'm sorry, that's just my opinion. But what machine duplication does is, since Cyber Dragon is essentially on here more of an XYZ deck than a fusion deck, machine duplication is another beautiful 2-card combo. I call it 2-card because it can't do it by itself. Another 2-card combo that brings you out your infinity with 0 effort. Obviously, the goated combo is we'll have our Galaxy Soldier and our Cyber Dragon Hers. We'll activate Galaxy, ditch Hers, get a fucking vanilla Sidra, get another Galaxy Soldier, boom, you've got 2 level 5 lights, you've got your Nova, then you've got your Infinity. With machine duplication, you can simply normal summon your Cyber Dragon Core, pull for your Cybernetic Overflow or your Emergency or one of your repair plants if needed. Then on top of that, you could pop your machine duplication, which will create 2 more copies of this card, right? So this card, once he's on the field, becomes Cyber Dragon. So if you're going to be pulling 2 more copies of your Cyber Dragon from your deck, it will pull vanillas if you need to. Well, I call them vanillas. They're not vanilla. Obviously, they're effect monsters, but I like to call regular Cyber Dragon vanilla. Even in situations where, let's say, you're using the Cyber Dragon monster that boosts your attack. What is his name? Is it, say you've put out Vier. Now, Vier is a no-go. You don't want to use Vier if you're going to try a machine dupe, because what's going to happen is you're going to put out one of these low-level guys, right? Vier's going to go, hey, I want to come out and play 2. And you go, oh, bro, 2 Cyber Dragons is better than 1. But what happens if you do that is you're going to change the attack and defense of your Cyber Dragons on the field, and you do not want that. This card specifically states that a machine monster you control with 500 or less attack. So it's a little bit of a workaround here that we're using. We're using the stylish ability of our monster becoming Cyber Dragon, while also taking into notice that he's got low attack, so we can use our machine duplication to copy not just him, but the Cyber Dragon. Now, say you put out Cyber Dragon Core and they effect veiler you. You can still use your machine duplication. It's just you're not going to be able to pull vanillas from the deck. You are going to have to pull 2 more Cyber Dragon Cores. But having 3 Cyber Dragon Cores on the field is still better than nothing. You can still mill them into the graveyard with your Link. Then you've got that graveyard power where you can banish next turn, summon out your Nova, possibly pull something better out of the graveyard. There's a lot of possibility, but I highly stress machine duplication is an extremely easy one of that gives you a lot of power with this deck. In IRL, I run 3 machine dupes in my Cyber Dragon deck. I'm obsessed with this card. I don't care if it's a meta card or not. I love this card. I love a spell card that pulls 2 Cyber Dragons from my deck, puts them on my field without any cost, with nothing, 0 effort. All I have to do is start my Cyber Dragon Core, and then I have an Infinity for free. There's multiple ways to get Infinity. These are the 3 big cards for me in the deck. You've got your Galaxy Soldier, you've got your Hers, and you've got your Machine Duplication. Those will get you moving. This bad boy, having a Noxter, Natchter, however the fuck I don't know German, you keep one of these bad boys in your hand at all times, you're going to be ready to come back too. Now, for a minute, this isn't even my full power deck. As you can see, I'm not even using Zane. I'm using Alistair Phoenix, whatever his name is, because I want to level him up so I can get his max level card. So, since I've already max leveled Zane, I'm not even using Immortal Cyber Style. And I am on a 19 win streak with this deck right now. This deck should brick. This should brick. This should not be viable at 24 cards with the level 5 which level 5 reload, if you're gonna use this for other characters, great ability. You can cycle back in your soldier or your cyber dragon. If your hand isn't viable, you get a little, you can mulligan one of your cards out, pull another card in. Not too bad for basically a power that doesn't really fit for this deck. I did for a while run 3 polys. Having poly in hand, in my opinion, is nicer than Overload Fusion. Overload Fusion requires you to have it on your field and graveyard. Poly simply requires you to have the materials in your hand. Being able to destroy 2 spells and traps at any time from activating a poly in my hand is incredibly powerful. I believe every Cyber Dragon player should have 2 Rampage Dragons in their deck, because on many occasions I have needed 2 Rampage Dragons. These are the least needed cards in your entire Cyber Dragon deck, but if you want to stunt on a motherfucker, when they blow up your Nova, pulling out End Dragon is always just the funnest flex move. I absolutely love when people don't read Nova, pop Nova, and I just drop a damn Cyber End Dragon on the field and they're just not ready for it. I have probably not used Cyber Twin Dragon even once. It's just not that viable of a card compared to everything else we've had. You go, why do you got a Gunkin card in your deck, bro? This card, say your opponent turn 1, this has been happening a lot, puts out was it Mystic Swords? Swords of Revealing Light. There we go. Swords of Revealing Light. They put that out. It's annoying. You want to pop it. I don't have as much spell. My spell and destruction power in this deck relies on my fusion summoning. So generally, if I don't have a way to fusion right away, and they put out something like that, pull out your Gunkin, Suship, Uniclass, Super Destroyer, Super Dreadnought, sorry. What'll happen is I'll be able to negate 1 card a turn based off of me having 1 Gunkin ship on mine. So I can put this out, combo out another thing, and maybe put like one of these guys out there with it, or give my Infinity and my fucking Seeger if possible, if I get enough power, and I'll negate that face-up card that's stopping me from attacking, then I'll just start doing my work, you know? It's not a bad card if you don't have a money deck. I do not put a massive amount of money into Duel Links. Maybe $5 every 2 months I'll put into the game, and that's at most. I still play a lot of it though. A lot of work breaks, and then I'll come home if I'm a little tipsy and I don't really feel like trying too hard on a game. Boom, Duel Links is on and I'm doing it. But I cannot stress enough, guys. You gotta get this machine duplication. If you want Cyber Dragon at full power, you need to get your machine duplication. It's very simple. You just level up your Bandit Keith. Hell yeah, America. Get him to level 45, as you should as an American, as you should. And then you will have your machine duplication, and you'll be able to do a lot more. I'm a little bit of a bitch for Book of Money. I played a lot when this card was extremely meta, and I love Book of Money. So I will run 3 Book of Money in my deck, because that's just how I am. It may not be King of Games topping meta deck, but this deck makes me very happy, and I'm on a 19 or 18 win streak right now with this deck. It is insane. I do not understand how I've gotten this streak right now, simply just enjoying Cyber Dragon. Longest ranked duels winning streak, 19. That is our current streak we are on right now. Yesterday night, played a little, was at 18, bumped it up to 19. Tonight we're going to get home, play some more, hopefully we can get that streak broken at some point, but I have no idea. But as always, have an awesome day, and I cannot stress it enough. Get your machine duplications. Hail Psydraft.